met a little girl with a messy little face.
Hi Scorpio, welcome to July 2015. In July, you're thinking about your future vision, your future ideas, where you're going. Where do you want to be in 6 months? Where do you want to be in a year from now? What action steps are you taking to get there? Now, there's a powerful Capricorn full moon on the 1st of July. So you go into July with a lot of intensity. And for you, Cancer rules the area of your life that has to do with expansion of consciousness, long-distance travel, outer body travel, the superconscious mind, your truth, your wisdom, your freedom. And Cancer is a sister sign, so for you, these moons aren't going to be as challenging as they are for some of us. And that's because Cancer is your sister sign that is in harmony with you, and the moon in Capricorn, and Pluto, your ruling planet, is in Capricorn, sextile Scorpio. Now, you may find that your nervous system could be a little bit overrun. You know how you feel sometimes when you have too much caffeine, that kind of feeling? And your brain may be very busy with this Capricorn full moon. And, so it's like you watch the monkey mind. If the monkey mind is spinning, da 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 da, gotta get gas, da 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 da, all kinds of things that don't really matter. And so you could be experiencing, an overactive brain going on, and then that affects the nervous system. So just be aware of that. But again, for you, it's not as challenging. Pluto is your ruling planet, and these, Sun in Cancer, Mars, your traditional ruler, is in Cancer. That also forms a positive energy flow with any planets you have in Scorpio. Sun in Scorpio, Moon in Scorpio, Ascendant Scorpio. So there's a lot of positive energy here for you, even while, for some of us, we're really being challenged by these energies. Pluto is involved in this, and so, you could be, like I said, having an overactive brain at this time, or you could be obsessing about something or someone. So, be aware that wherever the mind goes, energy follows. And you want to be focused on your future. You want to be focused on where you want to be in a year from now. And what steps are you taking to get there? What are your strategies to get you where you want to go? And remember, every great idea starts out as a seed or a fantasy. Absolutely. And anything that's really important to us, oftentimes we're embarrassed to share it with others. I had a hard time coming out in 95, like, I'm an astrologer. Yeah. And so, but wherever your passion is what your mission is. You're never going to have a mission or a sole purpose that bores you, or you're really not interested in, or you're only half interested in, you're lukewarm about. It's always going to be something that you're incredibly interested in and excited about. And so you're going to be majorly focused in this area at this time. Mars will make a gorgeous trine to Neptune on the 8th. And that could bring a love in, perhaps someone at a distance that you meet up with. And someone that, a second marriage. So for some of you, there's a second marriage going on here with you. And that's exciting too. So it's a good month for Scorpios. For some of us, we're just, feeling like we're going to be run over a bit because some of these energies are so intense and requiring change. And so the new moon in Cancer on the 15th, that's a powerful moon too. So you've got a powerful moon on the 1st, and then there's another powerful moon new moon on the 15th. Now, Pluto isn't aspecting the sun of the moon. He's not aspecting the new moon on the 15th. However, he is opposing Pluto and Mercury at the new moon, and Uranus is squaring the sun and the moon. So for some of you, there could be a battle going on, perhaps with relatives or other people that don't share your ideas, don't agree with your ideas. And, the key is to be true to yourself. What's right for you? What's true for you? When you're doing what's right for you, it's right for others. When you're not doing what's right for you, it's not right for them either. So, be true to yourself, be true to your truth, what is truth for you, and allow others to have their beliefs too, right? We don't have to convince anybody to our beliefs. We just have to stay true to what we believe and create the space for others to have their beliefs, right? The age of Aquarius isn't that we all believe the same thing or act the same way or think the same thing. It's that we allow for diversity. We allow for different approaches to lifestyle, to living, to worshiping Creator. And we don't try to make everybody the same. That's the old 3D paradigm. In fifth dimension, the age of Aquarius, we're going to be practicing compassion, forgiveness, tolerance, and open-minded. So for you, there could be some challenges at work, some surprises going on at work. Uranus is in that area of your work, your health, your lifestyle, and it is, challenging this new moon in Cancer. So, for some of you, there could be some legal challenge going on that is requiring you to, show up and speak your truth and do what's right for you. For others, you may want to change your work. You're looking at, wanting more excitement in what you do, wanting more passion in what you do, and, doing what's right for you based on where you want to be. Like, where are you going? Where do you want to be in 6 months? Where do you want to be in a year from now? Is this job you're in right now going to get you there? Is this job you're in going to propel you to the next level? You're really looking at that this month. And it's good. It's good to look at what's working, what's not working. What can I change? What needs to change? Now, there's all this fireworks and drama going on with the Capricorn full moon on the 1st, the Cancer new moon on the 15th, and there's wonderful things happening too, right? Jupiter has been in that area of your career advancement, your professional move up. Venus is there too, and they're so cute together. They're just sitting right next to each other at the 1st of the month, and really they're together through the end of the month too. And, they are blessing you. They're blessing your destiny. They're blessing what you do in the world. They're blessing your profession, your reputation in the world. It's gorgeous, what they're doing with your career and your work. And so this really is a time for you to think about, okay, do I like the work I'm doing? Do I want a promotion? Do I want to start my own business? Do I want to, do something else? How am I using my social skills to get where I want to go? How am I using my writing skills, my speaking skills, my listening skills, my social media skills, right? Social media is so important today for marketing our products and services. Am I working to market my business to the universe, to the world, to, people all over the planet? This is the time for you to really think about that. What am I doing, and how can I do what I'm doing out into the world, all over the world? This is a wonderful time for you to think about that. Venus will scoot into Virgo on July 18th, but she's back into Leo on the 31st, and she barely makes it to 1 degree. And then she'll be in Leo until October 8th, because Venus is going to retrograde July 25th through September 6th. Now, this is happening in your destiny in the world, your reputation in the world, your profession in the world. And so this is the time for you to redo, anything that needs to be redone in regards to your work, your profession, and getting you to the next level. So July is a month where you're really looking at your future. You're looking at your future and where you want to be. And it's really important for you to fantasize about it, to dream about it, to create your next job, not based on logic, but based on how it makes you feel, right? So it's like sit down and go, okay, in my next company or my next job, I really like the people I work with. The people I work with make me laugh. The people I work with make me feel good about myself. They're fun. You see, so you want to be mapping your future based on how it makes you feel, right? Yes, we want the logistics. I want 100K, 200K a year. I want 300K a year. Whatever it is financially you want. I understand that. However, law of attraction is always matching, and you want to be using the power of your mind to fantasize and visualize what you want based on how good it makes you feel. I love what I do for work. In my new job, I jump out of bed in the morning because I can't wait to get there. I can't wait to fulfill my purpose. I'm on fire with what I'm doing. I'm passionate about what I'm doing. I'm obsessed with what I do. And that is how you can manifest what you want. You see, when you dream it, you can create it. If you can visualize it, you can manifest it. And it starts with an idea. It starts with a fantasy. It starts with one thought. And from there it grows. And so you want to grow your passion in what you're doing and where you're going based on how it makes you feel. Now you can do the same thing for a relationship too. In my next relationship, he makes me feel so good about myself. She makes me feel like I really matter. Right? How does this person make you feel in this new relationship that you're stepping into? This is how you want to create it. And this is a powerful month for you to use your higher consciousness, your super consciousness, your higher mind to create the life you truly desire. And these energies are very supportive for you. Now, if Uranus wakes something up in that work sector about, okay, it's time for me to move on for this job, or it's time for me to start my own business, listen to that. Listen to what's being asked of you or what's being shown to you so that you can map out what's right for you. Now, some of you are experiencing a very heavy energy right now. You're clearing the records of the past life karma. And this can come up for you as feeling sad or anxious or worried. This is happening because you're ascending. Earth is ascending. And as we ascend, we clean out the closets of our mind. We clean out the basement. And when we clean these things out, we are filled with light. So don't hold on to any sadness or grief or negativity. Let it go. And when you let it go, you're filled with light. And when you're filled with light, you feel lighter. You feel happier. You feel very present. And remember, if you're feeling anxiety or fear, you're not in present time. You say you're either in the past or in a past life, and these feelings are coming up because you're clearing the records. You're clearing out what no longer serves you. And when you clean out what no longer serves, you become filled with light. And when you're filled with light, you feel better. You feel lighter. You feel more joyful. You feel more present. And all power's in the now. Your future is based on the choices you're making today. And your future will take care of itself. So when you're visualizing the future, you want to be visualizing what makes you happy, what makes you feel good, what makes you feel successful. Don't go out and what if, right? Because when you do that, then you are, you're just putting fear into the future. And you're a powerful creator, Scorpio. And you create from your thoughts. You create from your feelings. And so stay here now. The future will take care of itself. The past is history. Any negative records that are coming up is just to clean out so that you can be filled with light and be fully present in your now. When you're fully present, you are empowered. You're joyful. You are here to have the abundant life. You are here to live a joyful life. And Creator is helping you do that by releasing these records, these past life memories that no longer serve you, so that you can be filled with light. The Sun will trine Saturn on the 21st. That's a gorgeous day for you, because Saturn has dipped back into Scorpio. He's at 28 degrees and 29 degrees, and the Sun is in Cancer right at the end before she jumps into Leo. And, so you're getting insight. You're getting flashes of intuition and genius into what you can be doing to create the life you really want and to create the future that you want. And then as the planets move into Leo, they will join Jupiter and Venus. The Sun moves into Leo on the 22nd, and Mercury moves into Leo on the 23rd, and this lights up your profession in the world, your destiny in the world, your legacy in the world. So this is a very exciting time for you. Cancer, your sister sign, is pouring positive energy into you. And then as the planets move into Leo, it's action time for your career. Mercury is direct. Mercury is flying forward this month. This is the time for you to take action and go after what you want. And by the end of the month, you have the Aquarius full moon on the 31st. Now this happens for you in the foundation of your chart. So this is about strengthening your foundation, building safety and security for yourself. Now, there's no challenging aspects to this full moon, which is like the reward by the end of the month. By the third week on, things are going to start to stabilize, which is good news for everybody. For you, it's not so much. Like this month is a strong month for you, and this is and the Virgos too. And so this is a time for you to really use these energies to create the life you want, create the destiny you want. You see, so it's like the universe is saying, Creator's saying to you, Scorpio, use the first 3 weeks to dream about it, to fantasize about it, and then as the planets move into Leo, take action, because Leo rules your destiny in the world, your reputation in the world. That's why many Scorpios have big careers, are famous, and, have very big careers, because you have Leo ruling that area of your life. And so you're very Leo about your work. You're very Leo about your career. You want to be successful. You want to make your mark on the world. And the universe is saying your time is now. Time is now. Mercury is direct. And you're planting seeds first 3 weeks in July, but then those seeds are going to blossom and flourish and grow. And then as the planets move into Leo, and you have the Aquarius full moon saying, strengthen your foundation, strengthen your inner being, and go for it. Because then the new moon in Leo, which will come in July, is in that career sector for you, and wow, it's big. And so, with Jupiter there going strong, and even when he jumps into Virgo, it's an increase of income. Because Virgo rules the money you make from the business you own, or the money you make from the company you work for. So you're only going to increase in money. You've been increasing with Jupiter in this area. Well, it's only going to continue to increase as Jupiter gets into Virgo. The money's only going to increase. And especially if you're connecting to your mission, like you're connecting to your soul purpose, what you're really here to do, what you're really passionate about, that is going to pave the way for you to experience more success in what you're doing. But it looks really good. It's really good at this time. Venus re-enters Leo on the 31st. Uranus will retrograde July 26th through December 25th. And that's good because that's going to give everybody an opportunity to digest and assimilate the massive growth we've all had to do with Pluto and Uranus. Pluto's retrograde, and now Uranus is going to take a turn to retrograde. And now for you, it's an opportunity to look at your work habits, your health habits, your diet, your psychological diet. How are you feeding yourself mentally, spiritually, emotionally, physically, your lifestyle? How are you taking care of yourself? And this is an opportunity, but also, for Scorpio, you're really looking for something exciting to do. You really want to feel on fire with your work. You want to feel connected to what you do. You want to feel connected to your mission. So this is a time to really look at how you can use these energies to seize opportunities. Like no matter what's going on with these planets, Pluto is not an unlucky planet. Neither is Uranus. When we're living authentically, when we're living from our truth, they reinforce it. They bring new opportunities. Jupiter is working for you. Venus is working for you. The Cancer planets are working for you. The Sun, the Moon, the Mercury, the Mars. Neptune is working for you. And Saturn's at the end. He's at 29 degrees, 28 degrees. So the majority of you have completed your Saturn cycle. And he's just taken a dip back in there. He's retrograde, so he's not, really as intense as when he goes direct. And so for many of you, this is a really strong time. And there's new beginnings here for you. There's new opportunities for you. And it really has to do with how good you are at mapping your future, being intentional, going after what you want, focusing on your goals, focusing on what you can do, letting go of the rest, not letting that monkey mind spin. I got to get gas, I got to go to the bank, oh, I need food, I got to do this, blah, blah, blah. You know how the mind just spins on all the things we need to do? Blah, 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 blah. I call it the monkey mind because it's just a monkey. It just jumps around all day, right? And it can exhaust you if you go with it. When we meditate or go deeper, that's the stillness of the mind. Then the mind's, in higher consciousness. It's not really focusing on the day-to-day activities or the day-to-day things we need to be doing. And so this is a time for you to be in your higher consciousness, really connecting to your spirituality, because it is so on for you this month. It's just pouring in. It's like Creator is saying, come home to me. Come home to me, Scorpio. I'll show you the way. I'll show you where you need to be. And you want to be mapping where you want to go. So for those of you looking for love, it could happen because of this Mars-Neptune thing going on. And of course, Cancer harmonizes with you. So it could be someone who's at a distance from you. It could be, someone that, you may not live close to, but you're feeling a deep spiritual connection to. For those of you already coupled, there isn't anything in the way. Perhaps this is a time for you to rekindle the sexuality, rekindle the connection, rekindle the romance, enjoy each other, vacation, do the mapping together, do the visualizing together. And the same goes with the money. Now, I'm not seeing anything in the way of the money. And, if you're doing what's right for you and you're focused on mapping your future, you're going to see an increase in income as well. And as the planets move into Virgo, that's definitely going to step up your resources and cash flow that's coming to you from the work that you do or the business that you own. It's earned income, this area. And spiritually, this is a big month. Spiritually, you are just blossoming and growing and really feeling that connection to your mighty I am presence, to your higher power, to your soul power. And it's beautiful what's happening. Health, how is your health? Your wealth is in your health. The better you feel, the more you can do, the more you can do, the more you attract. So take care of you, make sure you are taking care of whatever the health is requiring of you at this time, and it will be great. So thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Thank you for liking, favoring, sharing, and Google Plusing my podcast, Scorpio. You're so awesome. Thank you for subscribing. You totally rock. And if you would like for me to take a detailed look at your astrology, it's very easy. You go to my astrology page, you purchase your session. Upon checkout, you get the link to my schedule, you get scheduled. Or if you're interested in coaching, you want to work on a business idea or a promotion or mapping, setting your intention for attracting what you want, you go to my coaching page, you purchase a session. Upon checkout, you get the link to my schedule, you get scheduled. Or I'd love to see you at any of my upcoming webinars here. And until next time, Scorpio, remember, every idea, every great idea starts out as a little seed, as a fantasy. Go for yours.
Wise beyond her years, she took away all my tears, swept away all my fears with her big brown eyes as she sang, hello, it's gonna be okay. Hello, there's plenty of rainbows tonight. Hello, need you just see the day. Hello, you know it's better than goodbye. Stretching out a little hand, she said to take a stand. Walking through the fields where the daisies don't grow. Would you be so bold?